Math Class Productions.
Okay, today with the 7th grade, we're going to teach you guys about compound probability, which means the probability of multiple events happening in succession. So Paley's drawn a jar of 7 marbles. We have 2 red marbles, 2 purple marbles, 2 green marbles, and 1 striped marble. So we're going to ask you questions about what is the probability of drawing a certain order of marbles out of the jar. And one key thing to pay attention to is whether or not after you draw a marble out, you're putting it back in the jar. That's going to really affect the outcome or the probability of your event. So find the probability of getting a red, then a green, then a red, and then a red. First thing we need to draw out is 4 slots for these 4 events. So down here I'll draw out 4 slots. Okay, Samara, what's the probability you draw a red marble?
2 out of 7.
Good. How'd you get 2 out of 7?
Because there's 2 jars out of 7 marbles. Because there's 2 red marbles in the jar, and there's 7 marbles in total.
Excellent. 7 total, 2 are red. What's the probability of green? Alyssa?
2 7.
Yep. And now the key thing when you're doing compound probability is you multiply the probabilities of each of the individual events together.
Peter, you can't really see the green fraction.
Okay.
It's like not.
We have 4 probabilities that are all 2 7ths. Now later we're going to look at questions like this where you can cross-simplify before you multiply. On this problem you can't because none of the numbers on the top share a common factor with any of the numbers on the bottom. 2 and 7 don't share a common factor. So we just multiply straight across 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and get 16. And on the bottom we multiply 7 times 7 times 7 times 7, so that's 49 times 49.
Okay, my name is Jordan. I'm going to find the probability of drawing a striped marble, a purple marble, and then a striped marble. So, who wants to tell me the probability of drawing a striped marble? Alani?
1 out of 7.
Good job. And who wants to tell me the probability of drawing a purple marble? Ayana?
2 out of 7.
And who wants to say the probability of drawing a striped marble again? Paulina?
1 out of 7.
Now we're going to multiply them. And 1 times 2 times 1 is 2. And 7 times 7 is 49. 49 times 7 is...
343.
Thank you. And that cannot be simplified. So what is your answer?
After drawing each marble, you do not replace it. So we change the problem around. That means if you take a marble out of the jar, you're not going to put it back in. It's going to change something very important. For this one, you want to find the probability that you don't draw in these 4 marbles the striped or the red at all. Okay.
I'm Samara. Okay, so what's the probability of a green marble being picked? Alyssa?
2 out of 7.
And another green marble? You Michelle.
1 out of 6.
And then a purple marble. Alyssa.
2 out of 7. I mean, 2 out of 5.
And then the last purple marble. So now I'm going to use cross simplification.
Okay, Samara, don't block how you're doing it.
Okay, and so now I can multiply that. That's 1 over. Oh, does someone want to say it? Okay, Marley.
210.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
Alright, my name is Maine, aka Maney Bo. I'm finna saw this popping real quick for y'all. Alright, so it says, so you have to find the probability of stripe, red, and red out of this jar. Alright, coming out. 1, 2, 3, because there's 3 of them. Alright. I'm sorry guys. It's 1 stripe marble, so we have to pick. So can I ask the class, what's the probability of there being stripe marble coming off this jar right now?
1 out of 7.
1 out of 7 is correct. Alright, thank you, Anya, for your help. And then, so we don't have, when we draw the marble, we can't put it back in. It says do not replace it. So, what's going to be a probability of us drawing a red marble now? Joshua?
2 out of 8.
That's correct.
No.
And go.
Alright, what is the probability of we drawing a red marble because we can't replace it? Quentin?
2 out of 6.
That's correct. Can that be simplified? To what?
1 out of 3.
That's it? Alright. Alright, to simplify that. What is the probability of you drawing a red now? Jordan?
1 out of 5.
That is correct.
Oh.
Good job, kid. Alright. So, we multiply now.
Wait, what?
Alright. What is 1 times 1 times 1? Say it out loud. 1, 2, 3.
1!
Alright. 21 times 5. Marley?
105.
That's correct. This cannot be simplified. This is the correct answer.